after an eventful first day of the 2023 FIBA AfroCAN tournament, we march on to day 2. This is Group C competition between Morocco and Rwanda. This is Aaron Sanders. Welcome back. Well, out of these two teams, only one team has experience in this year's tournament, and that is Rwanda, who lost 67-61 against Tunisia, looking to bounce back and tie their record at a win apiece. And remember, Rwanda had some tough times against Tunisia in the first half yesterday. They made a comeback. However, Tunisia's strong, forceful offense was too much for Rwanda as they gave them a 6-point loss. Morocco, on the other hand, going to start their run in hopes of winning the AfroCAN tournament starting today. And then tomorrow they will play against Tunisia. That's in Group C competition. Now, Rwanda has never won a medal in any FIBA tournament. Morocco, they have won 5 of them, but it hasn't been won in 43 years. They hope to change that right now as the players are about to be introduced for today's matchup. We'll step aside. You're watching the 2023 FIBA AfroCAN tournament from Angola.
Who are we? Rwanda!
Welcome back, everybody, to the FIBA AfroCAN 2023 as Rwanda is set to do battle against Morocco. Morocco making their tournament debut here this year. This is their first game in 2023. Meanwhile, Rwanda, the team with the experience after losing to Tunisia 67-61. And what was a interesting game, to say the least, a tale of two halves. And now Group C competition is going to continue as day 2 of AfroCAN rolls on as Rwanda wins possession. Rwanda will be in the blue jerseys outlined in gold. Morocco in the white jerseys outlined in red. We are underway here in this contest. And you could already see Morocco starting out with an intense man-to-man defense. Ball goes out of bounds. And for those of you tuning in on YouTube, thank you so much for joining me here. And let us know who you're rooting for and what you have to say about today's game. And we'll get you along the way. 9:37 remaining here in the opening quarter. Morocco showing some very tough defense in the early stages. That shot doesn't go. And Morocco with the first touch of the ball. This time's in the hands of Francesi. Kevin Francesi. As they move the ball around the three-point line, it goes right down and it's taken away. Rwanda on the move. Shovel pass from Ndize. They were denied entry, and now you get a nice pass down low. We're 2 minutes into the opening quarter. Get the score. And Morocco showing that pestering defense once again. There they come on the drive. This is Mohamed Chua. Chua with the pull-up. That's off the mark. Wanted a foul, but won't get it. Still looking for the first points here in this contest. Pull-up jumper is good for Kato Faraha as he hits the first field goal. And Morocco, again, this is their opening contest in the 2023 AfroCAN. And Kendall Gray swats it out of there. There they go on the move again. They're met by the double. Ndize was open, and so is Mukeza from the corner. And Jean-Jacques Mukeza ended up with 9.3 steals and 2 assists against Tunisia yesterday, and has given Rwanda a 5-point lead here in this opening minutes. And Ali Larici steps on the line. It goes back to Rwanda. We played 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Let's take a look back. Actually, we're going to stay here. Rwanda with an 0-1 record in Group C play, 86th in the FIBA World Rankings, and they throw the ball away. Jihad Bentlika. He's able to get the ball back. 10 on the 24. We played 3 minutes here. Cutting right in. That shot's off the mark, and the putback is no good either. And against Tunisia yesterday, Rwanda was slow at shooting at first, was able to pick things up in the third quarter. And Morocco is going to be the first team at the free throw line in this game, as Mohamed Chua was on the fast break. It's just a nice give and go from Francesi and Chua. Not a lot of fast break against Tunisia yesterday for Rwanda. As they make some changes, and Chua is going to shoot a couple of free throws. Again, for those of you tuning in on YouTube, let us know where you're watching from, who you're going for, who you think may win the 2023 AfroCAN. As Morocco connects on one free throw, it is 5-1 Rwanda. Day 2 of competition. And Mukeza, he dishes it right out. Another corner three. That one goes. And Rwanda with a 7-point lead as Ndize connects from the far corner. Ball in the hands of Bentlika. Gets her right back down to Francesi. Ball was poked away, and they were able to retain possession. 5 on the 24. The drive and the behind the back pass almost went for the stuff, but it looks like Chua is going to go back to the line. And folks, you can only imagine if that throwdown would have went down, that would have made the highlight films. Again, beautiful behind the back from Zueta. Meantime, Mohamed Chua at the line misses the first free throw. He split the pair in his last trip, which wasn't so long ago. Matter of fact, 20-25 seconds ago. And he misses both. Rebound by Robains. And now Ndize But the chest pass over, and Robaines knocks it down from three-point land. And Rwanda taking advantage of this hot start after having an ice-cold start yesterday against Tunisia. And Rwanda wanted to travel. They won't get it. Instead, they will get the steal. Robaines on the drive, in from the right. Pull-up jumper, that's off the mark. And the putback slam from Dodon Ndize will bring this to a timeout, 13-1. Let's take a look at this again. This is why you always pay attention to the paint, as Dodon Ndize flushes it. And Rwanda really on the ball here in this contest in the early goal. Timeout called with 5:13 to go, and it's all Rwanda, 13-1 here in the FIBA AfroCAN tournament.
We are here. Just keep the zone. Just contain them. The 24 seconds there for us. Okay? And offensively, keep running. Keep running. Share the ball. Move the ball. Because we are up, we don't need to run. Use the 24 seconds. Okay?
Hey,
very good. And
offense, when double team you, like swing the ball. Somebody's gonna be open.
Don't worry, man. Keep doing it. Keep rocking. You need consistency, guys. Consistency. Who are we?
Rwanda.
Morocco being the only team until today that hasn't played in this year's AfroCAN tournament. And they are stuck by 12. Rwanda with a hot start. Overtones of what Tunisia did to them a night ago in this hot start. They are up 13-1 as we are halfway in to the first quarter. Day 2 of competition. Aaron Sanders here on the call on behalf of Spock and FIBA. And it looks like Soufiane Bimani was in trouble and called for the travel. Rwanda with some suffocating defense in the early stages of this game. So Binmain is called for a travel as Bench Lika checks out during the timeout. And finishing it off, Kado Faraha after that nice entry feed. And Rwanda just running away with the competition so far. And Morocco has to put some points up on the board right away, and they did not do that. We have a foul with 4:17 remaining in the first. So Zuwaita already in the triple threat, but the foul occurred off the ball. We are back in live action. And Faraha is trying to say that Morocco was the last one to touch the ball, but he tried to go for that steal right inside the paint. So stay with Morocco as Francesi will throw it in. He gets the ball back, fires it from deep. He can't hit it off the back iron. Rebound by Gray. Crossover dribble from Ukeze. Robaines, my mistake. And Robaines really trying to drive right into the traffic. Down to 11 on the shot clock. Catch and shoot from Faraha. That is a little too light. Back comes Morocco. Benmine on the move, and that's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul. We already have a number of comments in the chat. We have a viewer watching from Barcelona, Spain. Welcome aboard. And Felix watching from Kigali, Rwanda. Vincent Robains also watching from Belgium. As Morocco heads to the line, and that free throw is no good. So Soufiane Kordo trying to get Morocco back on the board, and they are ice cold from the free throw line. And that only free throw is their only point on the board. So Morocco gets possession due to the unsportsmanlike foul. And it's Ali Larichi who gets it down low to Zueta, who kisses it off the glass and in. And they finally get their first field goal in the last 6 minutes. However, they are down by 12. 3:23 remaining here in quarter number 1. Here's the one-legged jumper, and that is good for Hago Metwari. Stephen Hago Metwari connects on his first field goal, and the ball will go back to Rwanda. Leading scorer in this contest in Dodon Ndize with 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field. Hago Metwari right inside of the basket, and it's almost lost control by Faraha, and it is. Morocco, their last medal was back in 1980 in the Africa Championship for men. 43 years in the running, and the give and go works out this time as Francesi goes right inside and finishes. Actually, that was Soufiane Benmi. And travel is called. And we're seeing a handful of turnovers here in the span of 2 minutes. Somebody has to pick up the pace and the tempo here. As Rwanda makes some substitutions. So Dan Monzi checks in for Faraha on Morocco's side. Now there was a foul, so Morocco heading back to the line again. That one goes. So we'll have a look at it again off the ball as Soufiane Kordo is having difficulty from the top of the key. Both free throws are made from Kordo. 17-7 is the score. Here's Habimana. Hago Metwari hands it right back. Three-pointer off the mark. And Hago Metwari is able to retain possession. Top three is good. And it's been all Rwanda as Ntori Habimana connects from outside. Oh, the bullet pass to Benmine, and that works out. So Morocco has woken up here in the last 2 minutes. Another three. That one doesn't hit. Manzi tried to save the ball, but it went out of bounds. Final minutes here in the opening quarter, where Rwanda led since the opening tap. Francesi Gets it inside to Cordo. Cordo spinning, fires it. That rims in and out. And a nice screen from Sanzo. Sano gets the ball back. Can't hit on the three. And Zueta comes down with the board. Fake and the spin, and the putback is good. Oh, how about Abdul Hakim Zueta? And he was running, so you knew he was either going to go for the rebound or the easy two. Meanwhile, Habaneza. Over to Monzi. Monzi, he'll have a crack at the three. That's off the mark. The shot clock is off. Morocco will go for the final shot. They have closed this lead down to under 10 points. 1 second to go. It'll count if it goes, and it doesn't. And that closes out the first quarter, in which Rwanda takes a 20-11 lead heading in to the second quarter. But Morocco, even though they had a very slow start, they have found a way to come back and make this a ball. I'm Aaron Sanders. You're watching the 2023 FIBA AfroCAN tournament. We'll be back after this.
When we are playing zone, guys, don't put your back. You have to stand like this so that you can see the counter here. Every time there's the counter behind them, and they get easy basket. Every time, make sure you see everything. But you understand where to look. Even the man who is here. Okay, for this zone, let's go share. Play share. Okay? Let's play share. Pass. Foreman will go. Foreman will go this way. Pass to the foreman. Pass. And if you pass, the foreman will go this way. Fireman comes this way. And foreman will go this way. Pass.
Welcome back to the FIBA AfroCAN 2023. Now, if you ever wonder to yourself in the last 24 hours, how hungry is Rwanda when it comes to this tournament after losing to Tunisia by 6 yesterday? Well, here's your answer. They came out guns a-blazing, leading by as much as 11. The lead is now 9 as they lead 22-11. 50% from the field and 10 rebounds. On the other hand, for Morocco, who had a slow start, they're shooting at about 36% from the field, 6 rebounds. A +4 on the boards for Rwanda as we are underway. That shot is off the mark. And again, let us know where you're tuning in from. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for tuning in, incidentally, and hope that you're enjoying the game and hope you're enjoying the tournament as a whole. Started out yesterday, had some intense competition, and it continues on today. Rwanda up by 9 as we're underway here in the second quarter. And the spot up jumper goes down. And that was Habimana on it. Habimana has been very effective here in Rwanda's second game in this AfroCAN tournament. Benmine trying to drive right in, and it's taken away. All alone is Manzi for the 3. He can't hit it, but he gets the ball back. Manzi on the drive, cutting in, and he draws the foul. Dan Manzi will shoot a pair. Scored 14 points in that loss against Tunisia yesterday, along with 5 rebounds and 1 steal. He was one of the only 2 players out of Rwanda to score in double-digit figures. The other one was Dudon Ndize, who ended up with 16 points. First free throw goes for Manzi. And he knocks down both of them. 24-11. Full court press applied by Rwanda. They are not letting up at all as Francesi breaks the press. Here's Larici, and that is off the mark. Manzi picks it down. A little bit of an in-and-out dribble from Habimana. And Habimana dances, stops, fires from the free throw line. That is short. And that was an easy rebound. And here's Habimana from the right side. Spins around, kicks it out to Hago Metwari. Time winding down on the shot clock, and they throw it away. This is the opening contest in this tournament for Morocco. Rwanda currently has an 0-1 record. Group C competition. Here's Zuwaita, and another turnover. And Hago Metwari is able to keep it on the ground as he finishes it off the right hand. The largest lead in the game, 15. And Rwanda in a 2-3 zone as a whistle is blown. And Rwanda out-rebounding Morocco 14-6. And good defense along with great ball movement equals terrific shot choices for Rwanda right now as William Robaines checks back into the lineup, replacing Ntori Habimana. Kevin Francesi's first free throw is a no-go. He misses both. And it was last touched by Larici as Sano goes down for the rebound. So Hamza Fulani checks in for the first time as Rwanda brings the ball up court. Robaines conducting the offense. That is down low, the no-look pass leads to a corner 3, and it hits off the side. We played 3 minutes here in the second quarter. Rwanda 26, Morocco 11. And here's Francesi. Francesi cutting right in, splitting through the traffic, and slamming it down was Chua. So Chua just brings some energy off of that. It's 26-13. Robaines, and it's in deep to Manzi. Tough shot, but he was able to get it off the glass. Here's Benmine, and another foul. Morocco competed in the 2019 FIBA AfroCAN. And they lost in the third place game. And Rwanda not slowing down at all as Sano goes for the teardrop. So Dick Sano able to hit to make it 30-13 Rwanda. Almost halfway into the second quarter. Francesi asking for the ball, won't get it. Here's Fulani, cutting right hand, and he banks it in. So Fulani making his presence known in the paint in his first few minutes on the floor. Here's Manzi. Passes it right back out to Robaines, and we have a whistle. The ball will go the other way with 5:23 remaining until halftime. Morocco playing in their first game in the 2023 FIBA AfroCAN. Rwanda already played, looking to avenge their 6-point loss a day ago. And it looks like Francesi is going to shoot a pair of free throws. And give Morocco credit. They've had all these opportunities to go to the line, but they've only made a few with their multiple trips. And Francesi connects on the first. For more updates of this tournament and future FIBA tournaments, be sure to follow FIBA on social media. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything you would think of. And to watch the future stars of the world, be sure to subscribe to Next Gen Hoops. Halfway in the second quarter, Manzi trying to drive, and he's called. So Jihad Benjlinka is in the game. Meanwhile, for Rwanda, Dick Sanzo checks out. And you keep on seeing Morocco attacking the basket. That's one of the few things that they need to do to get back into this ball game. And number two, they have to find some way to stop Rwanda's press. And Francesi gets the first free throw down. And good as gold on both. And Francesi with 4 points now. He and Benmine has 4 points apiece in the lineup right now. Step away three, and Dize as he connects. And Rwanda has been running away with this game since the opening tip. 33-19 is the score. Benmine to Chua, he misses it. And the putbacks continue to be acrobatic as Francesi skies in for two. And we have seen plenty of those here in the first half. Go-ahead three is short, and it will go back to Morocco. And we have a timeout on the floor. 3:42 remaining. Rwanda leads 33-21 over Morocco. This is day two of the 2023 FIBA AfroCAN. We're back in just a moment.
If he has the ball, don't allow him to get the ball. And for this zone they are trying to do this. Just I need a 3-man here, 1 man, 2 man. 5 man, 6 man. Okay? Just because they go along, they come just pass and we get here. If we get here, they are going. Make sure you spring the right guy. And this man comes here. in the right side, okay? Not flat inside, okay? Let's go. Roy! Pat, knees up. Let's go.
So Yves Morenzi, the head coach of Rwanda, must be pleased with his ball club right now. Never trailed as we approach halftime. And just continue to tighten things up. His defense has been phenomenal. And the offense has been interesting as they have been able to display great ball movement. Morocco with the ball out of the time. And he can't connect. And that three is no good from the corner. Great chance. And they get it right back. Benchlicka from the wing, and he hits. So Benchlicka with the three from the wing makes it 33-24. Ukeza unable to hit. And that's going to be a foul underneath the basket. And Rwanda is over the limit in fouls, which means Morocco is going to head back to the line. In the meantime, Chua's going to shoot 2 more free throws as he gets time to tie his shoe. And he has to tuck in his jersey as well. Mohamed Chua with 3 points, 4 rebounds as well. And he's good on the first. A steal and a block. He has filled every compartment of the stat sheet as we approach halftime. Both free throws are good for Chua, as it's a 7-point game. Rwanda with the lead. Full court press applied by Morocco. It's broken up by Rwanda. The running shot is no good. Well, it looks like it's going to be a foul on Kendall Gray, as Benchlicka outstretches his arm to try to get the rebound. And Morocco continuing to chip away at this lead, as they have been red hot. Second free throw doesn't go. In the meantime, Morocco outscoring Rwanda 16-13 here in the second quarter. It is now a 6-point game. And on the shot clock, and it finishes with Paraha dishing it off the glass. It's back to an 8-point game. Here's Benmine bringing the ball right back out. Gets the ball back, and now Francesi. Francesi looking for something. And Fulani hits the deck. Once again, a handful of viewers watching from Rwanda and Morocco. We also have a viewer tuning in from Barcelona, Spain. As Fulani is set to shoot a pair. Almost 2 minutes left until halftime. Rwanda with an 8-point lead. And Fulani connects on the first. splits the parry. Misses the second free throw. Other games going on today. Mali and Nigeria coming up after this one. Be sure to tune into that. Under 2 minutes to go. Another corner three. That does not hit. And Morocco now has the opportunity to cut the lead to the slimmest it has been since the opening tip. We shall see. Minute 30 left. The drive from Ben Mine, and it finishes it off with Juha with a two-handed throwdown. It is now a 5-point game, the slimmest has been all game long. Abimano looking for a screen, gets that. Insano. 5 on the 24. Robaines for 3, and it goes. So Robaines, calm, cool, and collective as the shot clock was running out. We are down to the final minute in the first half. Here's Francesi. Francesi driving to Fulani. Fulani puts it up and in, and once again, Chua making his presence known on the putback jammer. So it's back to a two-possession game. And great effort from Chua, who is almost able to steal the ball. Kept it in bounds, but not enough firepower as Rwanda will retain possession. 30.1 seconds remaining. And Mohamed Chua has always been on the assignment as we see his 2 throwdowns as we are back to live action. Here's Abimana, and he couldn't save it, but now they do. Francesi trying to save it. He's saying that he got tagged right from behind, but it will go back the other way. That is a hustle sequence if I ever saw one. Abimana as Rwanda will look for the final shot here in the first half. They lead 38-32. Down to 5, they get the screen. Abimana hits it as the time runs out. And Rwanda very pleased with their performance in the opening half as they take a 9-point lead into the clubhouse. 41-32 over Morocco. However, Morocco has shown signs of life here in the second quarter. Both of these clubs scored 21 points apiece in the second quarter. And now 20 more minutes of basketball will decide who will pick up their first victory here in the 2023 FIBA AfroCAN from Angola. This is Aaron Sanders. I will take a step aside, enjoy these highlights from the first half, and we will talk again for the third quarter when we return. Once again, Rwanda leads Morocco 41-32. This is day 2 of the FIBA AfroCAN tournament. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the 2023 FIBA AfroCAN Day 2 contest between Rwanda and Morocco. Rwanda with a 41-32 lead as we are getting things ready here for the second half. I'm Aaron Sanders. Let's break down the stats and facts of the first half. Leading scorers for this game all come from Rwanda. Ntori Habimana and Dudon Ndize with 8 points apiece. They lead the game in scoring. And on the other hand, for Morocco, their leading scorer is Kevin Francesi with 6 points. Rebounds a +7 for Rwanda, 20-13. And Rwanda has also been shooting very consistently. Great shot choices, leads them to shooting 50% from field goal range. Morocco, on the other hand, not far away from Rwanda as far as field goals are concerned. 10-23, that equals to 43%. Rwanda's been perfect at the free throw line, but hasn't had a lot of opportunities from the line as Morocco has, and they're shooting 55% from there. Rwanda capitalizing, both of these clubs capitalizing off the turnovers. 13 points off the turnovers for Rwanda, 11 for Morocco. And Morocco just finding a way to attack the basket with those 18 points in the paint. Meanwhile, Rwanda has players that are scoring from the bench as well. 18 points from the bench as we are underway. Rwanda with the ball to start the third quarter. Habimana fires away, and that is short. Morocco's opening game of the 2023 AfroCAN tournament, skying right in, and they are unable to capitalize off of that. And Ndize, and they move the ball to the far side. Robain's the ball. He's guarded heavily by Benchlika. Right inside to Sano. And that three is off the mark. It's snagged down by Zueta. And here's Zueta giving it right into Chua. And here's Benmine for three, off the mark. And it's pulled down by Ndize. Down to 10 to shoot. And the three doesn't go, so neither club has hit on a field goal to start the second half. Here's the drive, and it's denied as the ball goes the other way. Here's Ndize putting it up, and it's no good. That's going to be a travel. Here's Francesa trying to get the screen. Francesi into Chua. Chua with time winding down, fires it over, and it's off the mark. It's going to be a 24-second violation, so Rwanda with another chance as we are 2 minutes into the third quarter. 41-32 is the score. Rwanda has led since the opening tap and have not looked back. Meanwhile, Morocco had their struggles at the start of the game, but they found their way to get right back in as Rwanda is putting the exclamation point off of that play, courtesy of Dick Sano. It was almost taken away again. And Benmine steps on the line. And both of these clubs have been attacking the basket either on a breakaway or on second chance opportunities. And Sano on the back door. Sano, just a versatile player. As we return to live action, and it's a breakaway steal and the bucket. As Benjlika gets the deuce. It's back to a 9-point game. And here's Habimana. Going inside, kicks it, goes right back out, and that three is short. And here's Benjlika on the move in the traffic. Oh, how about Chua finishing it off with the kiss off the glass. So Mohamed Chua gets 4 points here in the third quarter, is now 43-36. Tough shot that is off the mark. And back comes Morocco. Benjlika unable to control it. As Zuita try to get some fast breaking going on. But that wasn't the case. Rwanda playing their second game in this year's tournament after losing 67-61 to Tunisia. They were ahead by as much as 4 points in the fourth quarter, only to see it evaporate in the final moments. Looking to bounce back in Group C competition. Morocco, on the other hand, playing their first game in this tournament. And they want to try to come back here and make a statement. They are down 7. Rwanda with the ball. They catch and shoot three is good. That is good for Jean-Jacques Mukeza. And fast break again, going for the alley-oop. And that is denied. And Morocco with another chance. As Robains fouls right away. So Robains leading his body in after that steal as it passes the half-court line. And Zufi and Benmain will throw it in. And Benmain gets the ball back over to Francesi, who knocks down the triple. Back to a 7-point game. Almost halfway into the third quarter. Aaron Sanders here. Thank you for tuning in on the FIBA YouTube channel, wherever you may be around the world. The jump hook is off the mark for Sano. And it's going to go back to Morocco. Yves Morenzi, the head coach for Rwanda, has to be pleased with this effort. And they started out very slowly in their opening contest yesterday against Tunisia. Unable to get a bucket until the final few moments of the first quarter. Here's Francesi down to the lane and was looking for a pass. Nobody was there. Both clubs with a foul apiece. There's the screen and the finish denied from Manzi. Back goes the other way. The oop and the harm. Mohamed Chua, and it counts. Oh, did he deliver on something special right there? He flew, they cooed, and now they're saying ooh off of that alley-oop. And Chua is about to head to the line for the and one. All set up by Zufe and Benmain. And the celebration afterwards. Yes, why not? That was a beautiful finish. As Morocco continues to chip away at this lead. And he knocks that down. 14 points and 6 rebounds for Mohamed Chua as he is the game's leading scorer. He's been taking over at this game. 46-42 is the score. This is the slimmest the lead has been in this entire game. That's going to be a foul on Jihad Benjlika. Francesi with 9 points. The leading scorer for Rwanda right now is still Habimana and Ndeze. 8 points apiece. But the scoring has been well balanced for Rwanda's side. 8 on the 24. Now to 5 to shoot. The finger roll up and in. And that was just a tough way to get to that basket as Mukeza finishes it. Back to a 6-point game. And it's taken away. And they could not contain that long pass as Mukeza dashing right out of bounds to save it. So Ben Mine heads to the bench with under 4 minutes to play here in the third. And Morocco's coming alive here in the third quarter as Benjlika on the move, trying to split the defense, but can't. Outside, Francesi misses the 3. And Morocco's been outscoring Rwanda 10-7 here in the quarter. Spin move, fire, off the mark. And it's back over to Habimana. Habimana trying to go to work. Gets that screen. 3 to shoot. And that 3 goes hard. And it will go back to Morocco. So the 2-possession game. Here's Larici, kicks it right back out to Francesi. And this time Zueda has the ball. Hands it right out to Benjlika. Shot clock winding down. It's back to Zueda. And he could not control the ball. And it looks like the officials have changed their mind. With that being said, Rwanda has the ball and the lead under 3 minutes. And now here's Sano. Sano with a pass right back to Mukeza. They kick it right near the logo. Shot clock winding down. Too much of a hand check. They'll cause a turnover. As Habimana had some words following that possession, but he's being held back by Hako Matwari. So William Robaines checks back into the lineup for Rwanda. And the bucket can't be finished by Larici. This is a high pick, and Mukeza trying to drive, and he passes it right over. 2 minutes to go, nice give and go, and that doesn't work for Ferrata as he gets rejected. Here comes Morocco the other way. Franceschi. That's inside to Folani, off the glass and in. It is back to a 4-point game. And there's a loose ball on the floor. And if they tie it up, they'll go to the possession arrow. Meanwhile, both of these clubs shooting perfectly even or close to it in field goal percentage. As now Morocco with the shot choices, shooting 44% from the field. Rwanda dropping down to 42. Remember, they were shooting 50% from the field at halftime. That has dropped a little bit, but they still have the advantage in rebounds, 27-22. Morocco trying to chip away at this and get closer to the game. Foul underneath the basket with 1:17 left. And that foul was on Robaines. And this game has been awfully close since the second quarter. The drive, Zueta. And that's an offensive foul. Rwanda with the ball. And a good job from the floor crew at the arena here today. Oh, Sano hits the deck, and that almost led to a turnover. They're able to get the ball back. And a lot of crashing going on, and it finished the stuff. As Adoakim Zueta gets on the board. It is now a 2-point game, the closest it's been since the opening tap. Morocco trying to make a comeback in their opening game. Bodies hitting the floor, an offensive foul. Morocco has a chance to tie or take the lead. 33 and 6/10 seconds left as Rwanda goes over the limit in fouls. And Habimana seen outstretching his arm. That causes the offensive foul. So Morocco with a pivotal moment here in this contest as Larici has the ball. 23 seconds. Here's Zueta at the top. Dishes it down low. Chua, the leading scorer in the game, fires it up off the mark. So as the shot clock goes off for the final 9 seconds, Rwanda looking to maintain control of this game because it hasn't gone their way in the last little while. Morocco just giving them the business, outscoring Rwanda 14-7 here in this third quarter. Eight seconds to go, and the ball goes in the hands of Manzi. Lukeza for three at the buzzer, doesn't hit. So that's going to bring the end of the third quarter, and that's going to bring up a lot of hype and anticipation for the fourth quarter. The score, Rwanda 48, Morocco 46 as we head into the break. Fourth quarter coming up here in Group C action of the 2023 FIBA AfroCAN. I'm Aaron Sanders. We're back after this.
If we don't want to argue with them, they will give us technical foul every time. So stop that. Just what we control is ourselves. Just play a game. If you do this, it's a foul. If you dribble the ball, protect it, it's not a foul. But if you do this, it's a foul. Guys, you have to understand this. Guys, the game now is they are going physical. Even after only 10 minutes, we have to keep the consistency, attack them, go to the physical line. Keep attacking, keep go strong, every time. But make sure you take it out of the ball because we get assist and the ball is going. And defensively, you have to stop the game because sometimes you don't know. Okay? Like, how to the game. Only 10 minutes, go. Just fight. If you did it for 40 minutes, you can't tell me you can't do it. Okay?
how quickly things change. It was a 9-point lead for Rwanda as we head into halftime, and now that lead has been shaved to 2. Thanks to a 14-7 third quarter run from Morocco. And they were down by as much as 12 or 13 points, ladies and gentlemen. And they found a way to make a comeback as we are set to go for the fourth quarter. Aaron Sanders here on behalf of FIBA and Spalk. And thank you for tuning in on the FIBA YouTube channel to watch this Group C battle between Rwanda and Morocco. It has gotten pretty heated in the last few minutes. Fourth quarter underway, Rwanda with the ball. 0-1 record they have. Morocco playing their opening contest of this year's tournament. And it starts with a foul, 15 seconds in. That's going to be on Hamza Fulani. Inbounds pass goes into Sano. Sano driving. 6 to shoot. Here's Hago Metwari, and loose ball on the floor. Who will recover? And Fulani hits the deck, and he is holding his head. And he is writhing in pain right now, but he's able to get right back up, courtesy of his teammate. A little shaken up on the play. And Morocco needs him and Mohamed Chua. They're bigs as they continue to bother Rwanda. They are down by 2. And oh boy, he hit the deck hard off of that loose ball, and that takes a while to recover from. Nonetheless, he is on the other end of the court. Morocco ball. Full court pressure applied, and Larici gets the pass. Morocco looking to tie or their first lead of this contest. It's down low. Oh, what a feed. And the finish from Zueta ties the game up at 48. You have to go back to the opening tip to the last time this game has been tied. That's right. So that bucket is the first one in the fourth quarter, as Rwanda hope to not see overtones of their game against Tunisia, where they led in the fourth quarter, but they let them right back into the ball game. 8:49 remaining here in the fourth quarter, tied at 48. And it's Rwanda with the ball. Hago Metwari in trouble, but he was able to get bailed out on the other end, courtesy of Kado Faraha. So it's 50-48. Rwanda regains the lead. How about that shovel pass? Right down low, and it's taken away, and it's recovered by Larici. He regains possession for Morocco. 6 to shoot. Here's Larici driving right in from the left and banks it off the glass. We're tied at 50. And now both of these clubs careful on their shot choices because it could go one way or the other. Kendall Gray goes for the overhead pass. Try to get the ball back, but can't. Habimana bails Rwanda out. 3 to shoot. He has to fire it up, and he gets blocked. Shot clock violation. Incredible defense on the dying stages of the shot clock from Morocco. So Morocco has shown much more hustle in the second half as Larici hits the deck. And he's able to get right back in. So Larici will head to the bench for the time being. And Jihad Benjlika comes in his place. And he gets the inbound right away. As Ben Mine brings the ball up court. Ben Mine to the far side. And he finds Zuwaita. Zuwaita trying to go into the paint. He does. Double pumps. That is short. And back comes Rwanda with Mukeza with the ball. Mukeza splitting right in, right hand and all. So Mukeza from start to finish gets that finger roll to go. Back to a 2-point game. Mukeza pestering Ben Mine. And Ben Mine having trouble. That's not a backcourt violation. That was stripped from Rwanda. Ben Mine tries to tightrope the baseline. He is able to draw the foul. He did a lot of dribbling, and that took a lot of time off the shot clock. So he knew he was going to be met by the double. He was able to draw contact. So the shot clock goes back to 14 with under 7 minutes remaining in regulation. And Benjlika almost lost control of the ball off the pass. Here's Franceschi. Uweza, and it's back out to Benjlika, who knocks down the three and gives Morocco their first lead of the game. Morocco waiting for that perfect moment, and they did. And Mukeza can't respond off of that. The rebound controlled by Cordo, an overhead pass as they don't let up here, and now they slow things down. Here's Zuwaita. He'll have a crack at the three. That's too strong. Tip in, no good, and they fight for the ball. And Morocco retains it. My gracious, 11 to shoot. The run, the shot is good, and Morocco's on a tear right now. 3-point game as Franceschi finishes it off after a great second chance opportunity. And that is a timeout called by Rwanda as Yves Morenzi has seen enough. Morocco outscoring Rwanda 9-4 here in the opening minutes in the fourth quarter, and that has to draw a lot of concern. Timeout on the floor, 3-point lead Morocco. For those of you just tuning in, you have missed an incredible run from Morocco. They were down by as much as 13, and now they have come back, and they are up by 3, their first lead of the ball game. 55-52, almost halfway into the fourth quarter. And that shot is off the mark. Foul on Morocco. And Kevin Franceschi coming alive with 11 points. Leading scorer throughout this ball game is Mohamed Chua, who is on the bench right now, 16 points. And those two are from Morocco. Inbounds pass goes into Gray. Gray to Mukeza. Mukeza splits the double team, gets the ball back, double pumps, and that is too hard. And Morocco trying to stay ahead of the field, but can't control the ball. And Habib El Hamrani basically telling his team to stay in the game. Slow things down. There's no need to go too fast, especially on that loose ball opportunity we just saw there. Rwanda down 3. Habimana with a little dance and the foul. Adol Hakim Zueta with the foul. As he reached in from behind. So Kendall Gray gets the pass. And a little bit of activity off the ball. So Rwanda will inbound it once again. Oh, as a matter of fact, they're going to go to the line. As Morocco is over the limit in fouls. And Habimana knocks down the first free throw. And Habimana misses the second free throw. He has 9 points now, along with his 2 rebounds and assists, but 3 turnovers. That may be a factor at the end of the game, and Gray takes it away. Back comes Rwanda on the move. And Mukeza trying to streak right in. He blows by his defender. Here's Manzi in deep to Gray. Gray gets blocked, misses a second chance. And Cordo was the one who blocked it. Credit to him. Now Francesi, one of the leading scorers for Morocco. To bench Licka. Ben Mine had his left side wide open, and it's over to Cordo, and it bounces off the rim. Now Habimana looking for the seal. Got it from Gray as Gray cuts right down. Manzi was looking for the screen, but leaves Habimana alone. Now he gets the ball. It's 5 to shoot. And now Habimana goes right in. Shot clock winding down. They did not get it off in time, but they play on anyway. Fast break for Morocco, and it finishes it with the flush. Oh, baby. What a throwdown from Zufi and Cordo. And they've been doing that since the opening minutes, from alley-oops to putbacks, and now Cordo is in the dance. Ben Mine with the heads up as he passes it right down. That's a highlight reel, baby. And Rwanda, all they could do is just look as Cordo can't complete the three-point play. Manzi with the rebound. It is still a close game. 4 points, that's the difference. As we're under 4 minutes to go here in the fourth. Now Mukeza. And they work the ball around the perimeter, and it's taken away. And it's Zueta with the finish. So things are just ripping apart for Rwanda right now as Morocco tightening things up together. Their largest lead of the game, 6 points. And they did not lead until the fourth quarter. And it was stripped away this time by Zueta. Plenty of time for both of these clubs to do something. 3 minutes, 13 seconds to go. Morocco over the foul limit. Rwanda with 2 more fouls to give. They are down 6. Mukeza, as he gets closer, here's Ndeze for 3. That goes. So it's back to a 2-point game. Well, 3-point game, my mistake. There's a shovel pass. Here's Francesi. On the drive, and Cordo couldn't control the ball. Now Rwanda with the tempo. Here's Ukeza, and there's an overhead pass. Here's Monty for three. A little too aggressive on that attempt. As Zueta caroms the board. And this game has gotten intense in the last minute or so. Cordo hits the deck. Makes the seal anyway. Zueta faked on the three, drove inside instead. The ball is poked around and it's recovered by Hagometwari. And here's Ndeze, another three. That bounces off the rim and out. And now you can see Morocco slowing things down in the final 2 minutes. And Francesi gets the green light, but he can't deliver. And here's Hagometwari with the ball. Driving over the double team, finds another open man. That shot is too hard. And Zueta hits the deck. And again, in the world of sports, you see that terrific sportsmanship at the end of the day. And that's what it comes down to. But how about the hectic sequences we have been seeing in the last couple of minutes? And that could help tee up a thrilling finish as we have a timeout called with 1:28 to go. Morocco 59, Rwanda 56. Who do you think will come out on top after this ball game? Discuss it among yourself in the comments as we go to break. You may be in for a thrilling finish. 1:33 remaining in regulation. Morocco with the lead. 59-56 over Rwanda. As Rwanda will inbound it from underneath the basket. And it's right back to Mukeza. Mukeza driving right in. He has real estate, and he gets swallowed up. Gets the ball back inside to Robaines as he gets it off the glass for two. Back to a one-point game, 59-58. And the scoreboard will reflect that in just one moment. In the meantime, Morocco looking for their first win to start their Group C run in this 2023 AfroCAN tournament. Here's Chua, one of the leading scorers. Jump hook, no good. Zueta couldn't put the hands on it. And it's back to Mukeza. Mukeza skipping and bringing it right back near the logo. Rwanda looking to regain the lead, 43 seconds. And the drive from Robaine as he gets swallowed up, and that will put him to the line. William Robaines with 8 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Looking to add 2 more and go for the tie. And he can't get that one to go. It is 59-58 Morocco, 39.8 seconds remaining. And he can't deliver on both. So this opens up a lot of opportunities for Morocco. 30 seconds. Here's Francesi. Kevin Francesi driving right into the lane. He gets stripped, and Morocco goes the other way. Here's Mukeza on the run. He slips, and it's taken away by Benmine. Binmine delivers. Alley-oop attempt no good. Down to the final 10 seconds. They have to foul here, and they do. Oh, heartbreak opportunity. As Rwanda thought they had the opportunity to tie, and then some of their players hitting the deck, slipping on the floor as Robin heads out. 9 seconds left as Morocco has possession. They will inbound it from underneath the basket. Rwanda with the foul to give. And they will take a timeout. 9 seconds to go. 2-point lead for Morocco. Moments like these makes us love sports even more. We are down to the wire. Morocco with the lead. 9 seconds in regulation. Morocco with the ball, they'll inbound it underneath the basket. They lead 59-58. Rwanda with a foul to give. And it's over to Binmine. And they take the foul. So Rwanda out of fouls to give. As the next one will put Morocco at the line. 4 seconds left. Can Rwanda come up with a miracle after leading the majority of the way? And they have no choice but to take the foul. This is overtones of their game against Tunisia yesterday, where they led in the fourth quarter, and however they were unable to get the job done, losing 67-61. They have 2.8 seconds to do something, but in the meantime it's Kevin Franceschi at the line who could possibly seal the deal right here. 11 points for him. Leading scorer Mohamed Chua, who exploded here in the second half, he has 16. But right now the focus is on Franceschi as Morocco is up by 2. Well, actually they're up by 1. The scoreboard should reflect that again soon. 59-58, that is the score. Franceschi will go for the first. And that rims in and out. So they added an extra second back on the clock. So it's 3.8 seconds. If they miss it and they're able to bat the ball right out, that could close out the game. Here's Franceschi, and he misses it, and they have no timeouts to give. They will fling it up for the win. It's no good. It is all over. Morocco has defeated Rwanda after being down for most of the game by as much as 12 or 13, and they defeat Rwanda 59-58. And what was a thriller. Morocco outscoring Rwanda 27-17 in the second half. They were down by 9 at halftime, but they were able to finish the job. Morocco gets their first win of the 2023 FIBA AfroCAN And meanwhile, Rwanda drops to 0-2 as they round out group play. Morocco's next game will be tomorrow against Tunisia to round out Group C play. But this was a thriller, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you were able to enjoy this. The final stats, leading scorer was Mohamed Chua with 16 points. Below him was his teammate Kevin Franceschi with 11. Also with 11 for Rwanda was Dudon Ndize with 11 points. Didn't see much of him in the second half. That might have been a factor too. And the team comparisons, remember, Rwanda was shooting 50% from the field. That dropped to about 40% after the second half. Morocco shooting 46%, and the rebounding game was pretty close, but it's a +3 for Rwanda, 36-33. Morocco with the victory, 59-58 over Rwanda. This has been a thriller. Thank you for tuning in on FIBA's YouTube page for continuing coverage of the 2023 AfroCAN from Angola. This is Aaron Sanders. More action to come in this tournament very soon. In about less than an hour, it's going to be Mali and Nigeria. And I hope you're able to enjoy that contest. Stay with us. This is FIBA live on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.